All right, so here we go, guys. Draft is over. Free agency is in the upcoming days. Teams and players have to decide whether or not they're going to pick up their options. It is getting to that time that I enjoy the most, the offseason, where we get a bunch of crazy moves. And to start things off today, we got a pretty shocking news, a trade between the New Orleans Pelicans and the Atlanta Hawks. Dejounte Murray, yes, Dejounte Murray is being sent out to the New Orleans Pelicans in exchange for 2 first-round draft picks and Larry Nance Jr. Now, the first-round draft pick is going to be the 2025 Lakers draft pick, and in 2027, it will be the worst pick between Milwaukee and the Pelicans. They will get the least favorable of that draft pick in exchange for Larry Nance Jr. And the Pelicans are getting DeJounte Murray and they're getting Dyson Daniels. So, wow, we knew that Atlanta was going to move off of either DeJounte or Trae Young. I think they wanted to get off of DeJounte Murray, and they ended up doing it. You know, the Lakers have been rumored to go get him for the longest time. That wasn't going to happen, and you kind of see why now when you see what he ended up going for. It was going to require at least 2 draft picks from the Lakers and something else. You're getting rid of Larry Nance Jr., who, I don't know, he was a solid big for you off the bench, but of course, he's not really a game changer for the Pelicans. But I like this move. I think the Pelicans have had some solid moves. So you get him now, compare him up with CJ McCollum. You still expect Brandon Ingram not to be with the team the upcoming season. So you could put both of them there in that backcourt together. I like Antonio Reeves. They were able to draft from Kentucky in the draft in the second round, or they traded for him in the second round. And I think that will be a very, very good guy that they can have coming off the bench for them in that backcourt as well. Just looking at the rest, I mean, you have Alvarado. I mean, the team looks solid. They definitely look solid. We will see what happens with Valanciunas if he ends up staying, if he's on another team next season. I think that is something you have to worry about with the Pelicans. But I like the move. I definitely like this move. I think it is is one of those, setting the tone of how these franchises are looking forward. For Atlanta, they had to recoup what they gave up for DeJounte Murray. I think he had a strong season last year. I think he played well and he kept his value high. We've seen some situations like Zach LaVine where injuries or wherever the case may be keeps a player's value from going to where it should be, right? It ends up going down. I don't think that was the case at all with DeJounte Murray. I think it's a fresh start for him. Just clearly him and Trae Young did not work. At the end of the day, it did not work. Now, will him and CJ McCollum work? I don't know. I think it can. I think it can work because of the other talent around them. I think for the Pelicans, you still got to get a very solid wing, especially if you do lose Brandon Ingram. If you keep Brandon Ingram, then I love it even more, right? But we'll see what happens with Brandon Ingram. But I do think the Pelicans are building. I like the draft with Reeves. I like this trade getting DeJounte Murray. I think he helps out a lot, helps out on the defensive end. He can score. He's still going to give you 20 points a game pretty much in any situation. I love it. I think it's a dub. And for Atlanta, you're able to recoup something. That Lakers draft pick, we'll see where that fares. The least favorable between Milwaukee and New Orleans in 2027. You're probably looking at 20th in that range, because I still would assume Milwaukee will be a good team. I would assume Pelicans will still be there as well. So you're probably looking at a pick in the 20s in 2027. Larry Nance Jr. just give you some depth on your front court. So I think it's a solid pick. I do think if I had to pick a winner of it, I like the Pelicans and how they were able to get an all-star caliber player in DeJounte Murray, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this trade in the comment section below. Who won, who lost, and what do you guys think about the fit with DeJounte Murray in New Orleans? Let me know in the comment section below. As usual, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please do me a favor. Go ahead, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot. And subscribe if you haven't already. It's DLloyd. I'm see you next time. Peace.